guys, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. Today I am going to talk about Austrian holiday season traditions because some of you guys have mentioned that you want to know more about my culture in Austria, how we celebrate Christmas, what the holiday season is like in my home country. And I just thought I'd share this information, this story time basically. Now it's not really a story time, but I just do this as sort of like story time how I usually celebrate the Christmas season. And right now I'm still in San Francisco. By the time this video goes up, I'm probably on my way home. But I decided to film it here because I wanted you guys to have a video for December 5th as well. So today is December 4th, but this video will go up on December 5th. So let's dive right into it. On December 5th, we have this day that's called Krampustag, which means Krampus Day. So I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Krampus, and I think it's like a horror movie. Honestly, I haven't watched it, but I have seen like an ad for it, and that person there, Krampus, is like something that we really have. It's not like a monster, not really, but Krampus is basically someone. Okay, let's start with Saint Nicholas actually, because then it will make more sense, I think. So we have this tradition that on December 6th, we have Saint Nicholas come to little kids and bring them presents. Saint Nicholas basically looks like Santa Claus. So Saint Nicholas is the real deal, the first like Santa Claus there was. He was never called Santa Claus though. But he was the Bishop of Myra. As his name says, he is considered a saint. And he's credited with several miracles, and he's like a patron for students, kids, teachers, I believe. And let me check, I think sailors as well. I have like a text here that I did my research, guys. So yeah, it says a patron saint of children, sailors, students, teachers, and merchants. So that's Saint Nicholas. So on December 6th, there is this person that's called Saint Nicholas. I'll put a picture somewhere around here so that you guys can see that he sort of looks like Santa Claus, but not completely. So Saint Nicholas wanders around the streets in town and visits several houses. And usually what happens is parents give Saint Nicholas, or the person who is enacting Saint Nicholas on that day, they usually give this person presents for their kids. And then this person comes to their houses, and a lot of the time Saint Nicholas will then ask the kids to sing Christmas carol or something, and then he gifts the kids with the presents. Now if you want to hear a fun side story, well actually it's not that fun, it's actually funny, I think. So when I was 3 years old, I was awaiting Saint Nicholas to come to my house and bring me presents. And in German, I mean there's this word for it for Christmas carol. It would be Weihnachtslied, but a lot of the time it means just like Christmas song, and a lot of the times we'll just say like, can you sing a song for me? Instead of like Christmas carol, it'll just be song. So Saint Nicholas asked me when I was 3 years old if I would sing him a song, and in German that would mean singst du ein Lied für mich? And 3-year-old me didn't sing a Christmas carol because I was just like, oh, I'm gonna sing a song. So I sang this song that's called Alle meine Entlein. I'm not sure if there's an English version for it. Let me check. So Alle meine Entlein basically means all the little ducklings, or all the little ducks. So yeah, my mom, I think, was so embarrassed. It was really hilarious. Everyone still keeps talking about it. They still make fun of me for it. They were like, yeah, remember the time you sang Alle meine Entlein for Saint Nicholas? That was me. Let's see, but I want the English version. Is there one? All my little ducklings is what it says here. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. That's like one of the standard kids songs in Austria, and probably Germany as well. It goes like, Alle meine Entlein schwimmen auf dem See, Köpfchen und das Wasser, Schwänzchen in die Höhe. That's like basically like the first part of the song, and that's what I sing to Saint Nicholas. So Saint Nicholas comes to everyone's house, he gives kids presents, and usually he has companions, and those companions are called Krampus. And that's basically like Krampus, like in the movie, like that monster look. I'm gonna put a picture here as well so that you guys know what I'm talking about. And this person, Krampus, there are usually a couple of them with Saint Nicholas. They're basically coming with him. They have this like masks that look, well, I was super scared of them as a kid. They were never allowed to come inside of the house because I was so scared, and my siblings were scared too. So they'd always have to wait outside of the door, and I think like most kids are scared because our parents usually tell us that if you're not good, if you're like bad, then the Krampus will take us with them. And that's nothing a kid wants, really, it's not. So they're like these scary creatures that have fur all over, they have horns, they have super big bells, kind of like those bells that cows have hanging around their waist. They have a rod with them. Most of the time it's like made out of the tail of either a horse or a cow. And yeah, you don't want to be hit with that. So it's also tradition that on December 5th we have a thing called Krampuslauf, which means just like a showcase of those creatures named Krampus. And it's basically people are in clubs, in like Krampus clubs, and each club will have their time to like walk over the stage. It's not really a stage, but usually they just section off a part of a town, off like a road or something, usually like the town center or something. And those Krampus groups or Krampus clubs walk the stage together, and they like try to hit people. And I know this sounds crazy, right? But it's my tradition, what I grew up with. I always hated going there. I was usually watching from the balcony because they couldn't hit me up there. I was smart as a kid, wasn't I? Anyways, so that's a big thing. It's called Krampuslauf. And sometimes they'll have like banners and stuff, and then the Krampuses are walking through like that street, and after a certain time, like 9 or 10 p.m, they'll have this thing called Freilauf, which means they can run wild. And they usually tell people if they don't want to get hit by a Krampus, they should just like leave. But it's usually like, it will hurt. You'll probably have a little bit of a mark if one of those Krampuses really hits you and hits you hard. But nowadays they have to have numbers in the back, at least in the area I grew up in, they'd have to have numbers in the back so that they'd know if like one of the Krampuses did something stupid, who it was, and so that they could bring justice to this person. But that's just like, yeah, just for your information. And a lot of people go to these things. It's very popular also with kids. I mean, most of them are scared, but at the same time everyone wants to say, oh, I went to the Krampuslauf. So it's kind of funny. I usually don't go. I went last year, but this year, I mean, I'm gonna be on a plane and then on my way back to Salzburg. So I think I don't get home before like 9 p.m. So I don't think I'll make it to the Krampuslauf. I hope that I'll see like a Nikolaus, like Saint Nicholas, and a Krampus on the 6th of December, because they still wander the roads. So basically December 5th is the Krampus day and December 6th is the Nicholas day, or Saint Nicholas day. We don't really call it Saint Nicholas, like Saint Nikolaus, but we call it just Nicholas basically. So if anyone says, oh, Nicholas came to my house, or we say the Nicholas came to my house, der Nikolaus kam zu meinem Haus, in German means Saint Nicholas was there and probably brought me some gifts. So what's very traditional for Saint Nicholas is that he gives small gifts to children. It's not like huge Christmas gifts or anything that is popular today in, let's say, in the US or Germany or Austria. It's just like small gifts. Usually it's nuts, like peanuts, and oranges or cuties, mandarin oranges, all that kind of stuff. So that's very traditional for that period of time, like December 5th, December 6th. And then in some houses, I know that they get, like the kids get the presents on December 5th. That was the case in my house. And in some houses, kids will get the presents on December 6th. That was interesting in elementary school because I was one of the kids that got presents a day early. And there were others that were like, oh, I didn't get anything yet. We're gonna get it on December 6th. So that's basically the tradition there. And I feel like it's just nice. I feel like kids grow up with knowing that they'll get a little bit, and that even stuff like peanuts and oranges and stuff like that can be really, really nice. And I feel like it teaches kids some value. And yeah, I like the tradition. I feel like it's really cool because all of those people dress up and it's usually a family celebration. I don't know if it's still like that in every household and if it's the same in big cities, but where I grew up in a small village, and there was a family tradition. We'd have like a family dinner on December 5th, and then we'd sing some like Christmas carols and stuff, and usually it was my grandparents cooking. We were over, like my family and I, and we just had like a nice time. We'd usually have something like a fondue or something, which was really good. I love fondue, and I'm not talking chocolate fondue. I'm talking like fondue where you put different sorts of vegetables or sausages and meat in there, and then you eat it. You basically fry it, you deep fry it. You can do it with like soup, but we usually had like oil, and it was my favorite dish as a kid, I think. And usually my mom or grandma, they'd make homemade mayonnaise with like vegetables inside. So not like just like the mayonnaise that you guys know probably, not just like that condiment, but like real vegetable mayonnaise where you have vegetables in that mayonnaise marinade that was homemade as well. So that was really cool. And this year I don't get to go home for St. Nicholas Day. I mean, I probably could go home on the 6th, but it's just I have this crazy schedule and I don't think I'm gonna make it home because I don't get home until late at night on December 5th. And then I have plans on December 6th, basically. I'm Skyping with one of my best friends in the US, which I already agreed to. We're like, yeah, let's make it a date. Let's Skype there. And that's in the afternoon. I mean, I could still go home afterwards, I guess. Or I could go home before and then just Skype from there. But I think I have so many chores that I have to do. And then on Saturday, I'm going on a little trip within Austria. Guys, be excited for that one. I think it's gonna be cool. I think I'm gonna leave on Saturday. I think I'm gonna stay at my sister's place. And well, if you know my sister or if you know where she studies, I've mentioned it before. I posted a vlog in summer, then you guys know where I'm going on Saturday. It's gonna be really cool. And then on Sunday I have awesome plans, and then I'm gonna meet with a friend of mine that I haven't seen in like 3 years? 2 years? No, 3 years actually. So that's gonna be cool. And like the lighting is really weird in here. I'm sorry about that. So anyways, where was I? I have my laptop here and I can check some more facts for you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna read that section for you guys. So that's technically for December 6th, but it explains the tradition a little bit more. So it says here, Nikolaustag, December 6th. On the night of December 5th, in some places the evening of December 6th, in small communities in Austria and the Catholic regions of Germany, a man dressed as the Heilige Nikolaus, Saint Nicholas, who resembles a bishop and carries a staff, goes from house to house to bring small gifts to the children. Accompanying him are several ragged-looking devil-like Krampuses, who mildly or nor so mildly scare the children, like I mentioned. Although Krampus, in some regions he's also like Krampus, in some regions it's called Knecht Ruprecht, it says here. Someone mentioned this in one of my videos. This person is from northern Germany, I think, and was like, I can't wait to hear about the differences between Krampus and Knecht Ruprecht. Maybe if you're watching, let me know in the comments below what the differences are, because I'm familiar with Krampus and I thought it was basically the same thing, but I'm not sure if your traditions are different there, because I'm familiar with my traditions in Austria and I think they're the same in southern Germany. Oh my gosh, my leg hurts so bad. I was sitting on my foot and it was not good. So maybe if you can comment down below if you realize some differences, or maybe it's the same, let me know, right? So where was I? Although Krampus or Knecht Ruprecht carries a rod or switch, he usually only teases the children with it. They usually hit at adults because they're just like, yeah, like, for instance, in my village, they knew a lot of people because everyone knows everyone basically. And if they knew you, they probably wanted to like hit you too. But anyways, okay. So while St. Nicholas hands out small gifts, they sort of tease kids with the rods or switches. In some regions, there are other names for both Nicholas and Krampus. For Krampus, it's Knecht Ruprecht in northern Germany, like I just mentioned. As early as 1555, St. Nicholas brought gifts on December 6th. So this tradition goes way back before the time of Santa Claus. And let's see what else is in there. Okay, in Alpine Europe, Krampus is still a scary devil-like figure, like I mentioned. And the Krampuslauf custom found in Austria and Bavaria also happens around December 5th or 6th. Hey, maybe I can find a Krampuslauf on December 6th. I'll have to check. About that. But it can also take place at various times during November or December, depending on the community. That's true. There are some things, they're called Perten, which is basically Krampus. And we have those like customs that they have their little meetings or meet and greets basically various times during December. But that's basically it for our custom about Krampus and St. Nicholas. I hope this made sense. It's probably very confusing. If you've been with me or my channel for a while, you guys have probably heard about it before because I talked about it last year, back before I quit Vlogmas. Sorry about that once again. And I talked about it the year before where I was pretty good at doing Vlogmas because I didn't quit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time about our customs around December 5th and 6th. And tomorrow I'll post my San Francisco vlog. So you guys better be excited for that one because it's a travel vlog and I got to fly back in business class, I think. Okay, so by now I was able to check into my flight and it seems like I'll get a business class seat because I'm heading back to Germany tonight, so I'm flying as a passenger. And yeah, I'm gonna vlog about that as well, so I'll have to edit that tomorrow and then that will be up on like December 6th. So you guys better be excited for that one. I hope you enjoyed this little video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also make sure that you hit the little bell icon below because otherwise you're not going to be notified whenever I post a new video, especially now with Vlogmas being here. I hope you guys have an awesome December, an awesome holiday season, and I'll see you guys really, really soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.